And everybody nowadays picky and they choosing. So why was it important for you to, like I said, like why was it important though, like to make your own income? Like yeah, Target ain't hiring motherfuckers, but like why was it important for you to create your own dollars and your own revenue?
Shit, because I never had shit. Nobody want to give me nothing, so you just gotta do it. You know, you gotta just do it. You can't get a job, you gotta employ yourself, like the tamale lady.
Hell yeah, tamale lady is a good example because
yeah, she the one.
Latina ladies, you know, they out there putting in that work. You putting in more work than some men out here, believe it or not.
Right.
You putting in some real work. So like a mobile truck, like how did you get access to that? Where did you go? You know what I'm saying? Like how can someone get in a position to like invest into their own property like that? Because that's a big
you gotta
move.
work. You gotta look. Don't nobody want to hang out in the parking lot, but you gotta do it. And if you don't, then that's why you're broke. So you gotta just do what you don't want to do, and you're gonna get it. You gotta work. You gotta sacrifice.
So what was one of the things that you didn't want to do that was a part of that formula?
Trap all day in the rain. You know, the rainy ass, cold ass days, man. I'm outside thugging. So that's how I got a truck. And when it's hot outside, when it's like 107, I'm outside thugging.
And the crazy part is because it's not only just being in that situation where you're under the rain or you're in the hot ass weather. People from the Bay Area know that it's a fucking mix. It's a fucking bipolar ass weather situation. It'll be stupid hot or it'll be fucking ridiculous cold.
Right.
But what stands out about you is that you have that kind of like that lion instinct. Like you're just gonna go out there and get it. You're not gonna wait for someone to hand it to you.
Yeah, because they're not gonna give it to me.
So like one of the stories that I remember, you know what I'm saying? One of the story I always tell a story for everybody that like, you know, comes across the same situation with me and Giannis in the same room is I was out at Southgate, you know what I'm saying? I was on the south. Everybody knows from the south side there's that traditional area. Everybody be buying all their stuff. I was walking to Southgate and homie's like, hey let me holler at you real quick, blah blah. And I'm just like, all right, let me go inside real quick, you know. And that happens every now and then. Someone's trying to holler at you, but sometimes, you know, let's be real. Some people don't give you that time of the day, or they kind of just like give you that 2 seconds. The elevator pitch is what they call, right?
Yeah.
So I come back out with my Ham 2-0 and my Doritos, Tapatio. Everybody knows me when I'm getting my munchies. I come out and he's all like, hey, let me holler at you real quick. And then you pull out your CDs and then you start just going. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like he was going, flowing.
You talking about me? I'm talking about someone else.
I'm talking about the real. I'm talking about you right now. This is a real story. I'm telling people a story about you because this is how I met you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this is like what 2000. I want to say late 17, early 18.
Yeah.
We 2019. We're 6 months away from 2020. So
the beginning,
you come a long way, you know what I'm saying? From, you know, flipping it out of the trunk, whether it's not even your trunk, whether it's your homie's block or right here in the liquor store. The point I'm making is that it starts with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The attitude you had.
Yeah.
Fuck the rain, fuck the heat, you gonna hustle.
Right.
So like, how do you maintain that mentality and that mindset even when you're not really cooking the way you want to cook?
Cause you know how like you know when you like trying to call in sick for work, but the manager ain't trying to hear it.
Yep.
It's like, bro, shut up, get your ass to work, nigga. you ain't had no Pepto-Bismol yet. Try some Pepto-Bismol, get over here, you know.
You talking about like in the perspective of a manager?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I used to manage a Sprint store, so I used to do that shit all the time.
Right, so you know, like I remember when I hated my job and shit, I used to try to come up with crazy ass excuses, and they look me dead in the face like, look, man, like. One time he pulled me to the side, like, look, you know, like, fucking, this is a machine, bro, and, like, it don't matter about nothing. Like, it don't matter about what I'm going through. I gotta show up to open the door for y'all and do this and that, whatever, and everybody got their little part they gotta do. And if not, we're just gonna switch them out because we gotta run the shit. And, like, that's how you gotta be on yourself. You gotta be on your own head tougher than anybody else if you want this shit, so...
That's a real deep thing right there, and that is right there going to be the highlight of all this right here. Because I feel like a lot of people don't, like how you said, they don't check themselves,
right?
And I think that's the realest shit.
You gotta beat your own ass.
Sometimes it might, from a third perspective, someone that like this see you walk in the room, you all talk to yourself like, "Fuck, bro, you need to get your shit together." Like, own up to your own shit.
Get it together,
but that's the real step for you actually leveling up. You know, you got to own up. Be like, I'm not really hustling like I'm tweeting. I'm not really like inspiring like on my post on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You really remind yourself like, you really got to get in the bag, and you got to do whatever it takes, like be in the rain, be in the sun.
Yeah,
all that shit.
And you gotta look at it like if you working at McDonald's, like them 8 hours, you applying yourself for them 8 hours, tough, and doing it slow. They gonna find something for you to do, and it you know, you got one position, but they gonna have you doing everything possible, you know. Yeah,
so like, what do you feel like for some people that don't inherit that mentality and they out there still trying to create a business, like what's your advice to them? You know what I'm saying? Because I know we know a lot of people.
Just die.
Just fucking leave, man. You a fucking waste of air.
Look, you said they just got some money.
Maybe they got money, they got clout.
Just
Because
give
some
it
people
to me.
they use influence versus like their like business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look, if you ain't got no hustle, just give it to me. I'll take it. I'll take all of it.
give me all them chips.
I mean, you don't need it. I'll get you a nice little house in the corner of the property, and you'll be fine.
So
just give me all of it.
Another thing I want to ask you, because like I really appreciate your mentality, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's important that we document. At the end of the day, all jokes aside, like it's really good that we document this, because people like that come from a situation that maybe they don't really see any possibilities arise. Like you really have the mentality even through the gutter. So like, what was like one of the most difficult challenges that you went through, like to the point where like it brought tears to your eyes? Like maybe you didn't drop no G tears, but I'm saying like it was so serious that you didn't know what to think. It was overwhelming.
Shit, sleeping outside is fucking. It's cold, man. Sleeping outside at a bus stop and your mom don't want to your mom change the locks on you. You know, you gotta realize like shit, nigga, I gotta do something tomorrow. I can't just be hanging out with these cat ass niggas because they go home. Everybody go home except for you.
Yeah.
So you gotta do something.
That's real, because like some people don't even understand that struggle. You know,
yeah.
They'll be with you in the midst of the fun and all that, but when you go
they're
back
like,
home,
oh, bro, it's late. I'm out. See ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep in my bed.
Yeah, I'm going to eat my mama house. So at that point, you just stuck.
Real shit.
So
you feel like that was what embedded that mind frame that you lead with now?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean that, and like just growing up and struggling, growing up, watching my mom struggle and work hella hard, all that. But for myself, I would say like young adult years, just having to really struggle. I really struggle and figure it out.
So how old were you when those young adult years were like the most emphasis on you struggling?
As soon as you legally on your own.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Like 18, 19, 20?
First second of 18 years old.
Point milliseconds.
We was waiting.
The moment the 12:01 p.m.
Man. Yeah.
Oh man. So like, through all that, right? Through all the midst of the hard work, now actually having your own property, having having your own inventory, your merchandise, you got distribution, you got services, you got hella shit. You got your foot tangible in every door. But like, what is your satisfaction throughout all this? Like, what is like at the end of the day, how much do you need to have in order to be happy? Like, what I'm saying is, like, obviously we all typically want millions. Everybody wants the nice cars, the nice.
I look at it two different ways. Emotionally, I don't need nothing. I got my kids, I got my family, I got my wife. I be talking about fucking just buying a little island somewhere and just dipping on everybody.
Yeah, still the same story. I remember that one.
Nigga, I don't need to pay no bills. Fuck this shit. Fuck the light bill. All that shit's retarded. But if we in this game, this shit, I need it all. Run it, because it's a different playing field. So that's all it is. So
you still have a visionary goal, but throughout that, you're happy with the situation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end goal, like, it's just to make sure everybody's straight. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, there's no real like the whole like I don't know when money was created, but before it was like, like the singer just sang to people, and they like then the baker would just give them bread, and like the chef would just cook, and like the farmer would just give the nigga a cow for singing, everything just worked coexisting. It was an ecosystem, and then money popped in from the lazy guy, figured out how to finesse some shit. Yeah. And now it's like a new game, so you just gotta play it. And it's, sometimes it sucks, because I don't think there's really a reason for anybody needing to play it. But if you hear fuck it, it's like you were born in the basketball court. Just play. Like, just go. What are you gonna do?
That's what you do.
Yeah, what do you do? It's a new world.
So like,
new world order.
So you got many, like I said earlier, you got multiple titles.
Yeah.
At least from what I'm branding you, or like what you would brand yourself. Like, what is one way you could describe yourself to people that don't know you?
The plug.
The plug. That's the most simplest, but yet sold way to do it. The plug. Mm-hmm. So, where can people find you in San Jose? Because like this is the thing, like we can find you anywhere. I know I can find you. I get you call,
Just
right
scream.
away. Just be like, Yonix, tank shit.
Say it louder.
So is that always important for you to like at 4:08 p.m. You gotta like make sure you brand that shit? That's your thing?
Nah. I just sometimes I get lucky and just look at the clock at the right time.
You're like, oh shit, it's 4:08.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4:08. Fucking what's another good one? 11, 1:11.
What's your favorite one to make sure you make it a point?
4:08.
Hell yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
gotta be. Everybody know. Now, how do you feel about owning that title as tank shit? Because people are gonna say left and right that somebody said tank shit from this person, or like we started saying it back then, or this person was doing it. Me personally, I'm gonna give you the props. I'm gonna say you created tank shit, and that's just me being 1,000. Because me coming from San Jose culture, me being born and raised here, I'm gonna keep it also 1,000. I know where shit started from, and maybe you weren't first person saying it verbally, but you were the first person to brand it. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on the jacket, make that shit be loud and proud. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody hears that shit.
I like encouraging everybody to feel like they like they take part in something. So most people, when they be like, "Man, I started tank shit" or shit like that, it's like, hell yeah, nigga, go ahead,
Yeah, you
do that
did.
shit
Go
for
ahead.
sure. Yeah, I never heard of you, but whatever. But yeah, and then I just feel like it just comes. It really comes down to who reps it the hardest and who you put on with it, or who you introduce to it, because that's what will make you starting some or doing some. Like if you was tank shit, if you was really tank shit, it don't matter if I put you on with it. If you felt like you was some type of San Jose shit, then you would do it and you would be telling people about it, and then all those people would feel like you started the shit now, because you put them onto it. So there's no real ownership. It's just as far as right now, I just put the most niggas on. That's it.
Period.
So I'm just waiting for more niggas to get to it.
Yeah, bro. I feel like the way you've been branding it, you know what I'm saying? I've seen you create so many different types of merchandise with that logo and that branding on it.
Yeah.
It's creative. You know what I'm saying? I feel like San Jose is growing as a title, as a brand on its own. Through all the other stuff with tech and all the other shit. But there's a community of urban culture that exists that people are gonna like. People that are tourists coming to San Jose, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what's the urban culture look like?
Right.
What the hell is tank shit? What is people referring to?" People call South Central, Compton, like they have their own branding.
Right.
Oakland, the town, San Francisco, the city, like San Jose, the tank. That's still growing in the community. But I feel like
Tank
everyone from San Jose knows what's up. When people refer to the tank, they be like, when I go to Oakland, I go to a store, I'm like, "Oh, where you from?" From San Jose, the tank. Like I be repping. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be loud and proud about where I say it. But like I said, going back to you branded it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make you feel, bro? I feel like you should feel like, I fucking branded that shit.
It's not enough. I feel like it ain't enough. On not one neighborhood in San Jose yet.
Shit, we all trying to get there, that's for sure. We need to own our community.
I don't even own a house yet, man. This shit's expensive.
It's for real. So what do you think about that shit? Like, I was just doing some research earlier today, and I don't know if you see my Instagram story, but I posted something that showed like the average U.S. house, and it go from like 300 to 400,000, and you pay like 12 to 10% down. That's like what, 20 G's?
I almost bought a house last year in the South for 5 bands.
You see what I'm saying? How big was the house? The 1 story, 2 story?
Shit, who cares? It's a house.
No, that's
Wow,
facts.
man.
I agree with you, but I'm saying like, how?
I didn't even care. I just heard the price and he said, "Take it, give it to me. I'll run it."
So you talking about South San Jose, or you talking about like
No, South
in Alabama?
Yeah, like Bama,
Easy.
Louisiana.
So like
5,000.
now, like imagine like right now, like a growing economy would be like the Valley, Manteca, Tracy, or even like Phoenix.
It's like 200,000.
You get it for the low.
300,000. Yeah.
You get it for the low, and then eventually, like people that bought a house in San Jose like 10 years ago made stupid play.
Man, I met this guy. I got a homie. His parents bought their house for 18 bands back in the day. I'm trying to buy a piece of it.
Feel me?
I got 50 for you.
That's the way, for sure.
The front yard.
I just feel like a lot of people our age still don't understand the basics of economy.
No,
and the basics
they
of
dumb bums.
So like, what's like your opinion towards people not taking the time to? I mean, I don't know. There's different subjects I want to bring up, but like specifically like the economy, like finances, like financial literacy, like. Because obviously you have some financial literacy. You over here making plays, buying pink slips, and doing all these certain things and whatnot.
I don't know nothing.
Hey, but that's the basics, though. Believe it or not, you might see it as nothing, but in my point of view, I see like you know more than a lot of other people that are older that still don't know shit, that still don't own shit.
What it comes down to is okay. So it's like this. This is how I see it. You know how like Mowgli was abandoned in the jungle, right? So he learned how to be a jungle boy. No, like nobody, he wasn't taught nothing. He just. It's like how a baby learn how to walk. You just fall and you learn how to walk.
Yeah.
You know, you get dropped in the jungle. You learn how to be a jungle boy. So it's you know, like I didn't learn shit.
You just adapting to your environment.
I'm just adapting. I'm surviving. You know.
So now let's take it a little deeper. Just because I'm a deep guy, that's just how I roll. So like you adapting to your environment. We live in an environment where we live in the highest concentration of Silicon Valley and tech.
Yeah.
So how is someone like us growing up in a south part of San Jose or low economic area, whatever, how do we transition into that space?
Shit, get money.
Get money? That's obviously the play.
So like for example, I know a lot of people who don't like school, right? Yeah. Everybody talking shit about school, but like all day, every day, all I think about is how I'm doing algebra. And that's it. So it's like I want to make $1,000 today, right?
Yep.
How we gonna do it? We gotta figure it out. So
I like
it's a big ass math equation.
It's real though. That's really like how people really make that money at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's like those word problems in the textbooks that niggas be like, man, I ain't trying to do that one. Like, bruh, that's how he got rich. Tom has 6 lemons and 1 bottle of water, and he needed 3 bottles for the lemonade, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make 1/3 of a cup and sell it and." Buy 2 bottles.
You just get some free game how to make some money right now.
You know?
They don't even know how to do that. That's
you
what I'm
don't
saying.
even need all the pieces sometimes. You just move fast. Make the math go fast, and you're not going. Because I feel like also the only thing that really holds you back is the life expenses. So like if you can move faster than your life expenses, then you can make those types of plays that you wasn't supposed to be able to make.
That's a good point. Especially if you got like a support system. You know, you got someone helping you out with a roof, at least a bed.
Take advantage of that. Yeah, because